Hey everyone, it is Saturday, April 4th, 2020, and I am just below the Washington Park Trailhead. I'm going to be doing a 4-day backpacking trip on the Mogollon Rim, but it's actually early in the season. None of the forest roads up on the rim are open yet as far as I know, so it should be nice and quiet. It should be pretty easy to do my social distancing. So yeah, let's go. I think this thing here is the East Verde River. Nice little stream. So we're going to be taking the Arizona Trail, short distance, about 4 miles. Well, it would appear that we have some switchbacks ahead of us. Alright, I'm on top of the Mogollon Rim, so I'm going to head this way, and I'm going to go towards the General Springs cabin. It says half a mile, but our destination tonight is actually about another 4 miles this way down the Arizona Trail. So let's go. Perfect, this is just what I was hoping for. Just enough snow to be scenic and pretty, but not enough for there to be a problem. Alright, here we are at the General Springs cabin. This is why it's called a cabin loop. It's because there are several old U.S. Forest Service cabins out here. is really chilly out here. Well, I'm doing a little bit more post-hauling in snow than I figured, but it's not been bad yet. So as long as it stays this way, I should be able to do most of this loop. Alright, I found a place to camp for the night. I actually ended up altering my plans a little bit. I'm actually about 1.5 miles short of where I planned to camp originally. Let's take a look at the site here. So the trail is actually just over there, but I'm going to set up my tent right in this flat spot here, I think. And right over there I have access to water, which is nice. There's plenty of firewood out here, so I'm going to have a nice big warm fire tonight. Okay, so yesterday we started around the Washington Park Trailhead here, and we traveled up the Mogollon Rim using the Colonel Devin Trail 290, and then we followed this Fred Haught Trail a couple of miles, and I think I'm camped kind of in this area right here. So the plan for today now is to hike back out and follow this Rim Road 300, and I'm going to attempt to do at least a section of this kind of eastern cabin loop here, but I'm not exactly sure. I might just kind of come out and do this Barbershop Trail area and save the entire cabin loop for a different trip, but I'm going to plan to camp somewhere either in here, or here. I'm just really not sure yet. Alright, I did end up changing my plans. It's day 2, and I've actually already been hiking for about 6.3 miles. I'm actually at the Houston Brothers Trail 171 right now. So I ended up hiking out the way I came, and then I followed this Rim Road 300 about 4 miles, so that's the 6 miles that I've been hiking. So I'm going to try to do the eastern cabin loop now, but the only thing is this sign right here says stop, no entry, fire hazard. It looks like a really old sign, so I don't know if somebody just forgot to take it down, because I think the last fire that was out here was last summer. So it's been quite a few months. So I think I'm going to try to follow it and just see what happens. Hopefully I don't have to end up aborting. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, so I'm on the Houston Brothers Trail right now. That sign is a little bit misleading. This trail is just fine. There's not even that much fire burn through here. There has been a few snow drifts that I've had to walk through. Well, one of them was over 2 feet deep. So I've been having to walk around and navigate some deadfall. I got to a point where I was experiencing walking through snow drifts that were as heavy as 2 feet. So some of the trail was hanging off the edge of a sort of a little bit of a cliff with deep snow that I was post holing in. And I'm just going to make camp along the Barbershop Trail. There is a forest road that I came across on the way down the Barbershop Trail that will take me back to the Rim Road tomorrow or Tuesday, whichever day I end up hiking out. So yeah, I'm like a quarter mile from where I want to camp. So you can see here just how deep the snow is right along the trail. There's a little water drainage here, but it's pretty deep in spots, a few feet. And this is the area on the Barbershop Trail on the way to Barbershop Spring. Alright, so I have found a place to camp. This is just off the trail. It is a pretty campsite. I believe I'm right next to Barbershop Spring. I have a big snow slope right across the way here. Got my fire ring. And I believe where I'm going to put my tent is there's a little clearing back in these trees here. So it should be blocked from the substantial wind that we're getting today. Also, right back there is a little spring that I can get water from. Alright, I got my camp set up for night number 2. I did hike about 10 miles today still, so now I guess I'm just going to hang out the rest of the day, filter water. I did bring my Silky Pocket Boy saw with me so I can collect firewood, have a big fire tonight, and I guess I'm just going to hang out and have a good time. Alright, so right off from where my tent is, I have a nice little running stream here. And there is a little spring that's just popping right out of the ground here. This spring is just feeding right into the rest of the snow melt. Alright, so I'm currently camped at the Barbershop Spring right here, right next to the Barbershop Trail. I'm just going to take this a short distance to one of these forest roads here. I think I'm going to take this one here, I'm going to follow it down back to the Rim Road, and then what I'm going to do is take this Rim Road a short distance and follow it down the rim. I think this is called the Myrtle Trail 30 or 38. And I'm going to follow that down a short distance, and then I'm going to get on to the Highline Trail. And I'm not sure how far I'm going to take it. I may either hike out today, or I'll camp somewhere in this area. I'm not really sure yet. So let's go. Alright, I'll be road walking for a few miles to the next trail. So I gotta traverse this road out here, and then this ridgeline right here is where the trail should be going. This wind is crazy. This entire trip, it's been just like 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour gusts. Crazy windy out here. Okay, I'm now on the Highline Trail, heading west, and it looks like this is kind of a burned area. think this is called Bonita Creek. Gotta cross some logs here. Pretty cool waterfall. Alright, I have found a place to camp for night number 3. I am right next to some water here, and yeah, it's not the best campsite ever. It's kind of nasty in the spot you would pitch a tent. I'm not even going to have a fire tonight, I'm just too tired. I hiked about 15 miles today, and actually about 3 miles of that was unintentional. I ended up turning myself around. There are 2 different cuts of the Highline Trail. There's the old one before the fire burn and the new one. But at certain times they do sort of diverge and come back together. And so sometimes it's confusing which way to take, and I ended up going the wrong way for a while. So I think if I had not gone off track, it would have been about 12 miles. But anyway, time to set up camp. Okay, I got camp set up. It's time for dinner. It's getting pretty dark, so I think that calls it a day. See you guys tomorrow. Alright, I'm currently camped right here at Dry Dude Creek, and the plan for today is just to hike a few miles out back to the Washington Park Trailhead along this Highline Trail here. And I do believe there's going to be a few flowing creeks that we're going to come across here. That's basically it. Okay. So I'm just heading back to the car, about 5 miles or so, I'm guessing, somewhere between 5 and 6 miles along the Highline Trail. So let's go. I believe this is Dude Creek. Pretty cool. Alright, that was pretty cool. I think Dude Creek was the last water crossing before the East Verde River, which is right next to the car, in about 3 or 4 miles. Okay, so right in front of us is the canyon that we came up on day one, kind of right in there. So we are on the other side of it. I just have to cross the East Verde River, and then we'll be done. Alright, I'm back to the Washington Park Trailhead. Yeah, that about does it for this trip. Until next time, see you guys later.